all the places this morning. We are talking today about quantum leaping. And I actually was going to talk to you about something else. And then I got a text this morning and I was like, oh, I want to talk about this. I always feel guided in terms of what I am meant to be talking about on these lives. Hi, Laura. Good morning. Gail, good to see you. So, we are talking again today about quantum leaping before and after and what that looks like. And so, I was going to talk about energetics of money today, and we'll talk about that another time because there's plenty of material about that out here. But I was really inspired. I received a message this morning from a beautiful member of our community and someone who has been through our programs and has made many quantum leaps of her own, and who is a dear, dear friend of mine and is actually on our team now as well. And she was sharing a journal entry from 3 years ago, right before she invested in herself in coaching. And I got permission before I shared this. So I always get permission. By the way, hi, if you're joining on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, pop me a comment. Let me know that you are here. That's how I know you're here. And so I want to connect with you. And so I'm going to share a little bit of what she said. And what I will say is if you are feeling the call today to a quantum leap, right? Whatever that looks like for you, you're feeling the call to a whole nother level, but you're experiencing fear. Maybe you're experiencing self-doubt. Maybe you're experiencing worry, or can I do it? Am I capable of it? Like, let me know in the comments. And hey, Matt, good morning. What is that next level for you that you're looking to ascend to? And so I love using these times when we're live here, not just to share a message that's on my heart, but also to have the opportunity to engage and interact and help you with whatever it is that you're bumping up against. Price Pritchett will speak today to some of his work, but Price Pritchett talks about in the book U Squared, if you are not experiencing some degree of worry, fear, and anxiety, you're probably not thinking big enough. And I love that, because how many of you, and give me a heart if you're on IG, if you could relate to this, right? You have a vision, and I've got stuff that I'm manifesting and creating right now in my life where I'm like, oh, this feels massively uncomfortable, and I notice the doubt show up. But how many of you have those things happen where you you um you have this next level vision, and yet there's something telling you, I can't do it, this is too big for me? And what I love about what Price Pritchett says, which is part of the quantum leap, is that if we're not experiencing something that's like, ooh, I feel like I'm right on the edge, I'm definitely outside of my comfort zone, I'm feeling nervous, I'm feeling uncomfortable, I'm feeling scared, then we're not thinking big enough. So when we're on the front end of it, when we haven't done the thing yet, when we haven't taken the leap yet, and we're in the before, you don't see what is waiting for you on the other side. You don't see not only the blessings in your life, but the gifts that are going to happen for so many people around you when you take that action. But it's like Steve Jobs said, you will only connect the dots looking backwards. You will only and always connect the dots looking backwards. And what was so beautiful about what this particular member of our community sent me this morning is I have seen her quantum leap, and she and I both know. And it's also like, it's just starting. We know that. We both know that. But to see from 3 years ago, almost to this day, what she wrote to now, and seeing what's manifested in her life after taking action on it, is so powerful. So I wanted to share this with you today to encourage you and to help you, whatever that thing is that you're feeling called to do, whatever that up level is that you're feeling called to help give you the encouragement and a little bit of different perspective to take action on that. Oh, Michelle, you're here on YouTube. Good morning. I'm so happy to have you. So this community member sent a picture this morning from her journal entry on June 1st of 2021. 2021. So a ways back. And at this time, I've been doing a daily live stream, and I've been talking about specifically Price Pritchett and U Squared, Because when I looked back on my own first quantum leap of being able to go from being stuck at the same income level for over a decade to 10xing in 6 weeks, I was like, what happened? And this book helped me understand it. And so our community members have used this material along with a lot of other things that we teach to ascend really, really quickly from any place they may have felt stuck before. So I've been doing a live stream series on this. And so you're going to hear a little bit of that referenced in here. So she wrote, take the time to pause today. I am feeling fear and worry, right? How many of us have been there before the quantum leap? I'm feeling fear and worry. I want to hire Elise as a coach. I worry about spending the money and is it worth it? I am worried, and here's the beautiful self-awareness. I am worried about stepping up my game and failing. And we just want to become aware of these underlying thoughts that hold us back, or that we let hold us back from taking action, where it's like, what if I do this and I fail, right? That's why a lot of times we don't take the action, because if we don't, then we don't know. It's like, well, I can always be in fantasy land and say that I haven't done it, so I don't know. But if I had done it, I'm sure I would have been successful, right? We say that consciously, but it's like, oh, I don't have the time. I don't have the money, right? We make these excuses as to why we can't move forward on something, when in reality, what the actual underlying fear is I'm going to fail. What if I do this and I fail? And sometimes people will say this to me too before they invest in coaching. I've had people say this, and we'll be on a call and they'll be like, oh, I'm sure you're worth it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's not, am I worth it? It's, are you worth it? Are you worth investing in? Not, is Elise worth it? Are you worth it? That is how every single quantum leap in my own life has happened, was a decision that, oh, I am worth it. I am worth investing in. I am worth having the bigger stages. I am worth an amazing team. I am worth this. I am worth that. And here's the thing. No one is going to do that for you. No one's going to do that for you. No one's going to tell you that you're good enough. No one's going to tell you that it's time. There's not going to be a sack of money that shows up on your front door, although if there is, beautiful. But we act like, oh, when this happens, when that happens, then I can do the thing. And that's not how it works, my friend. So we have to be the ones, we talk about this in our book, Permission to Be Powerful. You have to be the one to give yourself permission to be powerful. And that looks like deciding that you are worthy of what you want. So, and really is it worthy of you? That's actually where the paradigm shift happens. So she reflects here on the call. Oh, Karina, good morning. I love you. So good to see you. Hi, Jenna. Good morning. Good morning. She reflects here in her journal. Today's call was U squared, stepping up my game 10x. So I want you to think right now about what would it look like for you to step up your game and receive 10x, whatever's currently coming in for you, in your business, in your life. Connie, good morning. Catherine, good morning. And so she says, and I love this because this is so true. We were texting about it this morning, the power of this. U squared requires an abrupt change in behavior. U squared requires an abrupt change in behavior. Try being illogical. You must do something new. So this is what is so powerful about the power of coaching and asking higher level questions, right? Is how many of us just get stuck day in, day out on the hamster wheel doing the same thing, right? According to neuroscience, 95% of the thoughts we think every single day are the same, just again and again and again on repeat. We just think the same thoughts, and we do because our thoughts drive our feelings, drive our actions, drive our results. We keep doing the same thing. And so what she had shared with me this morning was realizing that an abrupt change in behavior is required, inspired her to finally do something new and invest in herself in coaching. And now here's what I'll say is, if you're a member of this community, whether you're investing with us in me and my team and our programs, or with someone else, right? Whoever resonates with you, you got to do something different. You've got to make an abrupt change in behavior if you want to get a radically different result. Okay. This is the key. It is not about doing more of the same. Sometimes people will ask and say, how do I know that I'm on track for a quantum leap? Does anyone of you ever wonder that? How do I know that I'm on track? Right? How do I know if it's happening? Well, here's what I would say is, are you continuing to do more of the same? Are you hustling and grinding and just taking more of the same actions? If so, you're not on track for a quantum leap. That's not it. Um, However, are you doing something different? Are you taking a radical departure in your behavior? Are you taking a radical departure in your behavior? The quantum leap is not hustle. The quantum leap is, ooh, I'm doing this scary, stretchy thing that the old version of me wouldn't have done. So for this particular member of our community, it was investing in herself in a way that made her very uncomfortable. And that's been it for me. I can't tell you how many times right before the quantum leap, I do something, and this is how it works. I do something that the old version of me would not have done, that would not make sense based on present circumstances. But we have to remember in this, your present circumstances are old news. It is a reflection of who you were being in the past, your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. So if we only make decisions based on our present level of circumstances and our present, whatever it is, financial situation, our present bank account, our present clients, then you're not going to quantum leap. That's old news. So you have to start decision making from the end. You have to start looking at, if I was there, if I knew that I couldn't fail. Chrissy's saying saving to watch later. Beautiful, beautiful. If I knew that I couldn't fail, if I knew that my success was guaranteed, what would I do? How would I show up? This is how I plan my days. This is how I get dressed every day. This is how I think about my team, our company, our structures, our programs. It's all based on, for the highest level of the vision that I can conceive of and think of right now. What choice would I make in this moment? Connie is saying, because it's uncomfortable and exciting. Yes, that's beautiful. Connie, by the way, y'all, she's amazing. She had me on her summit not too long ago, which I'm so grateful for. And she's wonderful for following for passive income ideas, especially for working moms. So go connect with her and follow her. She's awesome. But but yeah, that's exactly it. It's uncomfortable and exciting. That's how you know you're massively uncomfortable. And so again, U squared requires an abrupt change in behavior. Try being illogical. So I can tell when someone's in their head when they're investing in coaching with us or when they're enrolling, because they're like, oh, well, I have this amount in my bank account and I have this amount in my 401k and I have this and that and this and that. And it's like, our logical brain will try to back things. It will always, like, we can use our logical brain in a powerful way to back up our decisions, to help us understand the how of what we're doing. It's a beautiful tool and mechanism. However, your most expansive choices will never come from being stuck in your head. They won't. They're going to come from following those intuitive nudges. I know I need to do this. It won't make sense. Logical sense. It won't necessarily line up with your present circumstances, but it will feel expansive. This is something I was coaching some of our community members on in our 10K club. Last week, someone had a decision she was looking to make. And I've learned to think this way. I didn't used to think this way, but I asked her, what feels more expansive in your body? Which choice feels more expansive in your body? That's how you know. And Let's see here. Are we back? Okay, good. Sorry, y'all. I don't know if I was live that whole time or not. Anyway, either way, it looks like we're still good. Fingers crossed. I think we're still streaming. My technology told me I was down, but that's okay. It looks like we are no longer live on IG. Hold on, y'all. Okay, there we go. Give me 1 second. Thank you for bearing with me. We are going to go live one more time on IG. We're going to get it going. It's all going to be good. We're going to keep rocking and rolling. And I'm going to share with you the after of this quantum leap. So hold on. All right, let's see here. We are going to do part 2 and we should be good to go. Okay, part 2, y'all, coming back. I think we're good everywhere. It looks like Wi-Fi pooped out on me in the last one. So I think we are good. But if you were hopping in now live on IG, I had to start a new one. Sorry about that. My, for whatever reason, internet was not rocking and rolling this morning, but here we are. And this is part of the quantum leap. We cannot let technology glitches. This is something else I'll share that happens a lot of times with community members, which is fun because I know they are quantum leaping. Is they'll be like, "Ooh, I'm ready to invest. I'm ready to do the thing. I'm ready to go to my next level. I'm ready to make 10K months, 50K months, 100K months, whatever it is." And they'll have something happen when they enroll. It's not like to scare people, it's just to say this is what happens. I had someone text me last week who was like, "Oh, I went to enroll and something had happened with my banking." And it was like if some sort of charge that wasn't supposed to happen overdrew her account. But what was so beautiful about this is she knew what it was. Because when we decide to take that next level, when we decide, yes, I'm going to be more visible, yes, I'm going to show up more powerfully, yes, I'm going to make more money, what we're doing is we're breaking old energetic bonds with who we used to be. And so in that process, it can feel like chaos. It can feel like things are falling apart. It can feel a lot of different ways. But what it really is to me, I always know, oh, you're on track. And so this person, to her credit, this is someone else in our community. She was like, "I know exactly what this is. I'm going to call the bank. I'm going to get it handled and I'm going to keep moving forward." But we can let things like technology glitches, "Oh, something happened with my bank when I tried to enroll. Maybe it's not meant to be." We can let that, if we're looking for an out, if we're looking for a reason that we don't have to do it, if we're looking for a reason to hide, then we will use that as an excuse. But that's not what we want to do. In that moment, we want to say, "Oh, I notice that things are getting shaken up. I notice that I'm getting uncomfortable. I notice that maybe this appliance broke, this thing happened, that thing happened in my home." There's all sorts of things that can happen when you're quantum leaping, and it's all good. It's all good. It means that you're elevating and the energy that you're bringing to your next level is so strong that there's going to be a bit of a shakeup. Nothing wrong with that. It's all good. So with that, I was sharing before the live stream, before the Wi-Fi drop, before what had happened with this particular person, just so you can hear a little bit of the after on this. And so this particular person, within 6 months of saying yes to her own quantum leap, she doubled her income in corporate. And she has gone on to create some of the most beautiful, beautiful changes in her family, in her own life. We laugh. She's in such an up level. It's like every few months for a while, her whole closet was falling apart because she was in such an up level and she wanted a new wardrobe. And she'd be like, "Well, the closet fell apart again." It would literally just collapse. And so she's completely elevated her outer image as well to match her inner. She is, and she's a beautiful soul. So I may bring her on here and interview her at some point. She will be speaking at our Money Live event coming up here in about a month as well, which is really, really beautiful. But so I just wanted to share that with you because this is the energy behind the quantum leap. And it's easy to say, "Oh, I want that." It's easy to say, "I want next level results. I want more income. I want more clients. I want more visibility." But are you willing to do the thing? And beyond that, are you willing to be the person who has the results that you desire? This is the key. Are you willing to be the person who has those results and to take action in that way? So I hope this served you. I just want to encourage you with this message today. If you have questions on anything that we talked about, if you're in your own quantum leap and you were like, "Oh my gosh, I feel out of my element. I want support. I'm scared, this, that." It's normal. It happens. We're here to help support you. You can always send a message. You can send me a DM on social. I'm at Elise Archer. My team and I are here to help support you. Dallas, good morning. We're literally just wrapping up. I'm so glad you're here. You were on my mind the other day, my friend. Good to see you. And then beyond that, too, if you want to quantum leap financially, I just wanted to share we have the most amazing live event coming up here in Portland, Maine, July 17th and 18th. You can learn more about it at elisearcher.com/money mindset live. We've got a phenomenal community of women from around the world coming in, and we got 4 spots left. It's going to be phenomenal. It's workshop style, it's immersive, it's deep dive. We're going to completely transform your relationship with money, completely elevate your financial frequency, change how it works in your life for good. You will draw in way more clients, way more money, way more business, and you'll have a very different relationship with money following that. So if you want to come join us there, it's amazing. elisearcher.com/money mindset live. We would love to have you. Like I said, 4 tickets left right now. And beyond that, send me a message. We want to help support you. So thank you for bearing with me on Wi-Fi technical challenges this morning. I hope this was of service. And as always, shoot me a note. My team and I are here to help support you. All right, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.